I'm almost 19 and have been dating my boyfriend for a couple months, and I'm wondering how to keep our relationship growing while we're still newly dating, but not mere acquaintances anymore. How do I discern if we're meant to get married when we're still young and we'll probably date for a long time? What should be the next step for us since we're comfortable with each other and going on dates, but I still feel like we're kind of stiff and timid little homeschoolers? Gina, how does she decide if he's the one?
Yeah.
And how do they become normal instead of animatronic? It's impossible, I think, to not be animatronic when you're 19 and you're like interested in somebody.
Yeah.
I only had one friend that I wasn't animatronic. And it wasn't even something that I liked. There was one girl that I was animatronic with.
Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't animatronic with
Not
her at all.
animatronic?
Not animatronic at all. But then if you had a girl that you liked, you all of a sudden you're a different human being, and you're like every action is like boop, I'm trying to be normal, and it's weird. But she was pretty much the only person that I could be normal with. Like for until Sarah, literally.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like somebody that I was interested in. Yeah, Sarah was the first person I was interested in, but like was normal. And that was like, how old was I then? I was 19.
Yeah. I think it's helpful when you find a girl that can kind of act as like a really good friend or best friend role.
Yeah.
That it's it's never going to work out or anything, and then that kind of prepares you to like act normal with whoever you're actually going to end up with.
Talking on the phone.
Right.
Like, yeah. Anna was the only girl I could talk to on the phone with and like not be nervous.
Right.
So that was helpful.
Well, but speaking of that, this is kind of what I was thinking, and this was going to be my advice, is just to spend time with each other's families.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good way, because Anna was always over at our house. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why we all felt so comfortable.
Yeah.
And anybody I was close with, it was people that spent a lot of time with our family, or I went and spent a lot of time with their family. And truthfully, that was a lot of why. Because Kelly and I had like a long. I liked her, then she liked me. It just the timing was never right. It was a real Jim and Pam situation. But I remember that I think at some point she finally realized, you know what? If I'm ever going to convince Josh to give me another chance here, I just need to go spend time with his family. And that's what she did. She just came over all the time. But I think that really is the most. If you've got a good relationship with your family, I think that's probably the best advice, is just have them come over and hang out with your family.
Yeah, and then you don't have to worry about like what you're doing. Because you're just doing whatever everybody else
just hanging out.
It's just normal.
Yeah.
And honestly, if that goes well, you might get married sooner than you think.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you don't do that, it might get messy. And you might date longer than you think.
Yeah. Getting in good with his family and getting him acquainted with your family.
Yeah. Any
other tips or advice for a 19-year-old?
No, just don't be stressed out that things are animatronic. Animatronic, because they just are supposed to be that way for some reason. Yeah, and you'll get over it.
It gets easier.
Get over it.
It gets easier.